Hello everyone, welcome back to another tutorial. Today we are going to be making a Kirby shaker. Let's go ahead and get started. So these are the colors you will need: a pink for the body, a red for the feet, and like somewhere in between for the blush. And also you need black for the eyeballs. And I know Kirby's eyes are like blue at the bottom, but we're going to stick with black because that is the simplest. So the first thing you're going to do is take a piece of pink clay for Kirby's body. And you don't want to make it too big or too small. So this size is pretty good, and now you're going to roll it into a ball. So here is my ball, and now you're going to slightly flatten it out using your thumb, and just slightly flatten out the front and the back. And now what you will need is a large dotting tool. I'll link these down below if you guys don't have it, and you're just going to press it into the clay to make a little cavity where the mouth will be. And I thought this concept was super cute because Kirby's mouth would be the shaker portion of the clay shaker. So now I'm just going to go ahead and stick it in, and here is how he looks. Very cute. And now what we're going to do is make the eyes. So we are going to stick a small dotting tool where the eyes would be to make the little eye holes like this. And then we are going to take a black ball of clay, take out a tiny little piece, roll it out on a flat surface. Then you're going to take an X-Acto knife and cut off both ends, and then cut whatever's left over in half. And these should be small enough to fit inside the eye hole you made for Kirby. So I'm going to go ahead and put the eyeballs inside Kirby's eye holes. And there you go. So now the next step is to make the blush, and you're going to use the same method to make two evenly sized balls. So Kirby's blush is a little bit wide, so what you're going to do is take each ball, roll it slightly on a flat surface, and then place it on the cheeks. Like this. Perfect. And now it is time to make the arms and the feet. So that is pretty simple. So for the arms, all you have to do is take a medium-sized ball of clay that is enough to make two arms for it, something like this. Then you're going to roll it on a flat surface and then cut it in half. And this is always the same method I use when I want to cut something evenly in half, because I find it much easier to get an accurate half. So I now have the two balls, and what you're going to do is simply stick them on the side of the Kirby shaker. Like this. And next it is time to make the feet. So take a ball of red clay that would be the size of both of Kirby's feet, and split it in half in the same method I told you for everything else. So these are my two balls for the feet, and for each one what you have to do is slightly roll it on a flat surface, because Kirby's feet look a little bit longer than they are wide. So roll out a tiny bit and then press each one down. And now what you have to do is stick the feet right at the base of Kirby's body, like this. And perfect. So if you want to make Kirby into a charm, all you have to do is stick on a eye pin at the top of the body. And lastly, you need some clay parts to fill the shaker. And this is completely optional. You can honestly just put random pieces of glitter inside, but I will show you guys how to make some clay hearts so you guys can have some clay pieces inside. So for clay hearts, first take any ball of any color, of any size, honestly two, and then roll it out on a sheet of paper. Then take your clay piece and fold it in half. I use my nail to make a mark at the middle so I can precisely fold it in half, but this is not necessary. You can just fold it in half normally. My clay is a little bit sticky, so it's kind of hard to get tiny hearts. But after that, all you have to do is pinch at the end to make a point at the tip of the heart. And there you have it. So I made two hearts to go inside the shaker. And now I'm going to bake all of the clay parts, and then I'll show you guys how to assemble it. Hello everyone. Oops. Kirby is done baking, so now it is time to go ahead and fill him. So the first thing we need is some transparent film and a erasable marker. So what you will do is place the transparent film over the cavity here, and you are just going to simply trace over it. And now you will cut it out. So I cut out the little circle, and now because I have a wet erase marker, I'm just going to go ahead and take a wet paper towel and wipe off all the ink. And if you have a dry erase marker, then you don't need the water. So here is the transparent film, and we're going to put that to the side. So now it's time to fill our Kirby, and we have our clay pieces here. So we're going to put that in, and then here are some other things that I put inside. I have some rose gold micro beads. Then I have some gold star glitter, and lastly I'm going to put an iridescent star. Few more, and that is all we are going to be putting inside. So now what we're going to do is line the outer edge with UV resin. Okay, here's a lesson. Don't put on UV resin straight from the tube, because then it runs inside, then you have to take out everything. So what I did was I removed everything from the center, then I used acetone to clean off the UV resin, and then I put everything back in. So yeah, lesson learned. Carefully apply UV resin so it doesn't spill off the sides. Anyways, now that everything is fixed, what you have to do after you line the edge with UV resin, take a pipette and put some water inside. So the thing with filling shakers with water is that everything is going to try and float. So you're going to have to push some things down. It's going to be quite hard, but luckily nothing wants to float today. Now I'm going to go ahead and place the transparent film on top to cover up the cavity. I'm going to center it, and now I'm going to use the UV light to cure the UV resin. And right now you only have to wait about 20 seconds because we don't care if the resin fully cures, we just need it to harden right now. Okay, so now we are going to check for any leaks. And what you want to do is just press on the center to see if there's any liquid coming out. And as you can see in this corner, there's some water coming out. So all we have to do is mop up the water in that corner, top it off with another layer of resin. And what I like to do sometimes, if I want to make sure that absolutely no leaks will occur, is right after you cure the first round of resin, you just layer an entire glob of resin over the top. So you take a glob of resin and you just spread it across the entire transparent film. And after that, you cure again. So after sealing the transparent film, your shaker should be functional by now. So now all you have to do is glaze. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I will show you guys the final product. So this is the final Kirby shaker. Isn't he so cute? So the inside shakes around, as you can see, and yeah, very glossy. I glazed it twice with UV resin. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and you can comment for any more video ideas because I am running out of ideas. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!